Today we'll solve the problem on diesel cycle. So let's begin the video. The problem is given as the compression ratio of an air standard diesel cycle is 16. The temperature and pressure at the beginning of the isentropic compression are 15 degrees Celsius and 0.1 megapascal respectively. During the constant pressure process, the heat is added until the temperature reaches 1480 degrees Celsius. Determine the cut-off ratio, the heat supplied per kg of air, the cycle efficiency and the mean effective pressure. So we know this is a diesel cycle, this is a PV diagram and this is the TS diagram. We know the process are 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat addition, 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion and 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection. So let's see what are the data given. So this is a diesel cycle. Here the compression ratio is given as 16. So here you write the compression ratio RC equals to V1 by V2 equals to 16. And the temperature and pressure at the beginning of the isentropic compression are 15 degrees Celsius and 0.1 megapascal. So here T1 is 15 degrees Celsius. So 15 plus 273 that is 288 Kelvin and P1 is 0.1 megapascal. So 0.1 megapascal means 0.1 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square. And this is also given as during the constant pressure process, the heat is added until the temperature reaches 1480 degrees Celsius. So here T3 is 1480 degrees Celsius. So 1480 plus 273 that is 1753 Kelvin. We have to assume the CP, that is specific heat at constant pressure of the air, is 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So 1.005 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg Kelvin. And the CV, that is specific heat at constant volume, is 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So we have converted this kilojoule per kg Kelvin to joule per kg Kelvin as 0.718 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg Kelvin. And we know R is 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So that is, again we have converted this to joule per kg Kelvin as we have multiplied this 0.287 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg Kelvin. And we know gamma equals to 1.4. What is gamma? Gamma is the ratio of specific heat. So let's solve the problem. For the isentropic process 1 to 2, that means this process 1 to 2, T2 by T1 equals to V1 by V2 whole to the power gamma minus 1. We know V1 by V2 is RC, that is compression ratio. So RC to the power gamma minus 1. Therefore, T2 equals to T1 into RC to the power gamma minus 1. So here we can write the value of T1 as 288 into the value of RC is 16. So 16 to the power gamma is 1.4 minus 1. By solving this, we got the answer 873.05 Kelvin. That is 1600.05 degree Celsius. So this is our value of T2, this T2. Now we have to determine the cut-off ratio. For the constant pressure process, that is process 2 to 3, the cut-off ratio is rho equals to V3 by V2 equals to T3 by T2. So here we can write the value of T3 as 1753 divided by we have already got the value of T2, that is 873.05. By solving this, we got the answer for the cutoff ratio is 2.01. So, we got our answer. So, here we got our answer of cutoff ratio. Now, the heat supplied, that is process 2 to 3, again the Q2 to 3, that is heat supplied Q23, we know Q23 equals to Cp into T3 minus T2. We know the value of Cp is 1.005 into 10 to the power 3 into the value of T3 is 1753 minus the value of T2 is 873.05. So here Q23 equals to 884.35 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg. This is our answer. That is heat supplied per kg of air. Now for the process 3 to 4, that is this process, that is isentropic expansion process, we know T4 by T3 equals to rho by Rc whole to the power gamma minus 1. Therefore, T4 equals to T3 into rho by Rc whole to the power gamma minus 1. So, we can write here the value of T3 is 1753 into, we have got the value of cutoff ratio rho equals to 2.01 divided by the value of Rc, that is compression ratio is 16 whole to the power gamma is 1.4 minus 1. By solving this, we got the value of T4 as 764.56 Kelvin, that is 491.56 degree Celsius. You can ask me that from where we get the value of T4 by T3 equals to rho by Rc whole to the power gamma minus 1, because we know T4 by T3 equals to V3 by V4 whole to the power gamma minus 1. We can write V3 by V2. We can divide both by V2 and here it also V4 by V2 whole to the power gamma minus 1. We know that V3 by V2 is V3 by V2 equals to rho and V4 by V2 equals to Rc. From here we write here, that is T4 by T3 equals to rho by Rc whole to the power gamma minus 1. Now we know heat rejected, that is Q4 to 1. So here this is heat rejection. Q4 to 1 equals to Cv into T4 minus T1, and we know the value of Cv is 0.718 into 10 to the power 3 into value of T4 is 764.56 minus the value of T1 is 288. By solving this, we got the value of Q4 to 1 equals to 342.17 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg. Now we have to determine what is the cycle efficiency. Cycle efficiency is eta. Eta equals to 1 minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied. So here we can write efficiency eta equals to 1 minus 342.17 divided by 884 0.35. By solving this, we got 0.6131, that is 61.31%. So this is our cycle efficiency. Now we know that is P1 V1 equals to RT1, that is characteristic gas equation. So from here we can write V1 equals to RT1 by P1. The value of R is 0.287 into 10 to the power 3 into value of T1 is 288 divided by value of P1 is 0.1 into 10 to the power 6. By solving this, we got 0.827 meter cube per kg, the value of V1. Now we have to determine the mean effective pressure. We know mean effective pressure, that is PM equals to W net divided by swept volume, that is work done, it is the difference between heat supplied minus heat rejected divided by V1 minus V2. The value of Q23, that is heat supplied, is 884.35 minus the value of heat rejected is 342.17 divided by V1. The value of V1 we have just derived, that is 0.827 into 1 minus 1 by the compression ratio is 16. So by solving this, we got the value of mean effective pressure PM equals to 6.993 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. So this is our answer. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please share with your friends and subscribe my channel.